Hi, Growsmarters. I'm back. Mr Teladia, the Senior Curriculum Planner for Life Skills in the Western Cape Education Department. I'm looking at hyping things up. So how do we hype things up? Well, I can jump and tell you that we can hype things up by adding energy. That is what we want with whatever we're doing. When we hype things up, we're providing energy. We're providing a new activity. So we're looking at page 4 of the first edition of the Growsmart newspaper of 2022. Now remember, we're dealing with entrepreneurship education. And on page 4, we have the scenario of Nabomi. Now Nabomi was selling the slime, and she had received capital from her father in order to develop slime that she could sell to her classmates. And so Nabomi had gone through a little process, and I want you to read through it. But the important part is she produced the slime, she produced 15 jars of the slime, and then she took it to school with the idea of just selling it to all of the learners in the school, or 15 of those learners. Well, she came back sad. She was sad. Why was she sad? Because she only sold 1 jar. And so she had to carry 14 jars back home. And so what do we make from that particular engagement? We must understand that in order for any person, in this case Nabomi, she needs to have developed a process of making people aware of her product. Slime is what she was selling. So we're going to be going through and focusing on how and what could Nabomi have done in order to get people to run to her to buy her product. And so one of the first things that she could have done was to label a product. And so what words do you have that you'd label your product? What are you going to call a jar of slime? Think about it, and think about the product that you're going to be putting together, because that is going to be important in catching people's attention. It could be germy slime, it could be wonder slime, it could be anything. You think about it, and you think about what you'd want as a label for your particular product. So Nabomi needed to have done that. The second important thing that Nabomi needs to have done, and any person, is to begin to look at what that product looks like. What are the visuals that attracts people to that product? So if you have slime in a jar and it's all white, it's not going to be very attractive, is it? So we must be looking at making that product look attractive. And so that is what we want to see from any product that you produce, is to make it look attractive. If you're producing food, your food must look delicious, because it must make the person looking at it, it must make that person's mouth water. And that is what we want to see with a particular product that we are producing. Even if you're providing a service, I can't be dressed so smart, but then provide a gardening service. I don't look like a gardener, do I? So I must at least look like the gardener if I'm going to be doing people's lawns. So you need to be able to attract people with what you are presenting to them. Very importantly is the quality of your product or your service. And you don't need to advertise it widely. All you need to do is to present it to 2 or 3 people. And those people will tell other people about your product or your service. In the case of Nabomi, perhaps she should have shared 1 jar with 2 or 3 of her classmates, and they would have gone back to tell the others, wow, Nabomi has fantastic slime. And then the other very important thing that we do these days, we are all on social media. You all have cell phones, don't you? So use your cell phone. If you are in a WhatsApp group, is to send a message on WhatsApp to say, this is what I'm doing. I've got a product or I'm providing a service. And that is how you get your product into the community. You use social media, and we have different social media platforms. We have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have Instagram, and these days we have TikTok. And so we could be doing a TikTok video about our product. And you know, TikTok is about doing good videos. And so we can do all of those things in order to attract people to our product. So let's use any of those social media platforms in order to tell people about the product or the service that we are providing. Listeners and Growsmarters, I'm looking towards you to get us focused on making sure that whatever we produce quality.